longest government shutdown in U.S. history left millions of Americans struggling to put food on the table. Now a local librarian is teaching her students about that reality and showing them how even kids can make a difference for families facing hunger.
Fix the van.
It started with a simple story.
That means there's no money left for groceries.
About the realities of food insecurity told through the eyes of a little girl.
I wanted them to know that there are people in there who could be their neighbors, and they might have jobs and they might have cars and they're not homeless, but they do face food insecurity. I peek inside her lunch bag.
Corey Fortin, a librarian at Seaview Elementary in Edmonds, wanted her 4th through 6th graders to understand how the government shutdown left millions of Americans without their SNAP benefits.
At first, I didn't really know what a SNAP benefit was.
So Fortin turned the lesson into action, asking students not just to learn about hunger, but to help families facing it now. Together, they launched a food drive for the Edmonds Food Bank.
We got a lot of canned goods.
In just a few days, the donations poured in. Bags and bags lined the hallway.
It was so exciting to just see kids coming in with bags, and they were so excited, and to walk through our hallways and see it is just so exciting for them.
Are you surprised at how much you were able to collect?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot, and it makes me feel really good.
The need is real. The Edmonds Food Bank serves 1,500 households a week, and after the shutdown began, that number grew.
In 1 week, we saw nearly 100 new households come that had never used our food bank before, but many of them had never used a food bank in their lives. How many of you have ever had to skip a meal?
In this classroom, some students know exactly what that feels like.
That felt really bad for me because my tummy used to ache a lot, and I only ate like beans and beans and beans.
But with empathy,
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys.
Came empowerment.
That if we work together, we can make a giant difference.
That's the lesson Fortin hopes will stick.
I just want to help any way I can, and just opening their hearts and spreading that kindness is what a teacher's supposed to do.
So kudos to Corey Fortin for bringing that lesson to the school, but also for those 4th through 6th graders. I was so impressed with their compassion and their engagement on this issue.
Yeah, we talk about families in need and helping families through Home Team Harvest, but to hear a little child say that her tummy hurt, that just really hits differently.
Yeah, she really talked about, how her family did go through a situation where a period of time they had to rely on the food bank, but now because of that experience, that's propelled her to want to help others even more.
So great story.
Yeah. Thank you.